Good evening, everybody. Rose Thorn here. Today I am doing a react video to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Arbys. So Foodie Beauty is currently on another live right now, and she's at home using her StreamYard on her new computer. And also while she's streaming, Nader is of course streaming as well. So she completed this live a little while ago that I'm going to cover, and I want to sit in and give my thoughts. I've peeked at the live momentarily, and it's 2 hours and 24 minutes long. I'm going to start the react at 25 minutes in because the first 25 minutes is really nothing to talk about. But let me go ahead and just pull Miss Chantal up on the screen real quick. And there she is. So before we get deep into the react video, let me just go ahead and cover the comments first, because I know a lot of people like the comments. Some people like the comments better than the video, and I understand. Chantal is a lot to take in, especially these days. So let's just cover the comments and see what they have to say. PB44 says, she is flabbergasted as to why she hasn't heard from Nader, being as it's payday. The rejection is more than she can take. She realizes she has no content except for eating without him. Hence why she's once again repeating everything about him she's already shared. She's beating him to clap back. Her purse relies on it. She's right when she says, and then it cuts off. Well, I'm going to give my thoughts on that. Yesterday, when Chantal was buying the computer, she took out $1,000 from the bank, $1,000 cash. She said that was her limit for the day. Not quite sure why she would take that much money out of the bank, because most places that you buy something from, you can easily use your debit card. So why does she need cash? What business is cash only? Well, I could think of a couple of things. One is buying substances that you really shouldn't be buying. And the second one, well, that money will probably be going to Nader. So I'm of the feeling that this whole thing with Nader is not done. Especially considering that every month when the paycheck shows up, Chantal has to give Nader his money, does she not? He does not get it directly into an account. She has to give him his money. So how can Chantal and Nader be completely done if they still have that important connection between them? If every month he has to go to her or she has to go to him to give him his money. So how is everything really over if, financially speaking, he has to go to Chantal to get his share of the money from his channel? So like that's something I've been asking for a little bit. I'm going to keep asking it, because if he's relying on her for the money, she's going to have to keep giving it up, or else he's not going to do content for that channel if he's not getting paid. So next comment, Summerflower says, she could live like a queen with the kind of money she makes for doing absolutely nothing, but instead she chooses to be whining, complaining, sad sack. Take your own advice when you told him stop blaming others for your mistakes. You are where you are because of yourself. You were a willing participant in everything he did to you. You knew exactly, and it cuts off. So yeah, he was a willing participant, and I will die on the hill with this. I think that the whole thing going on between Chantal and Nader, the drama, it was at least partially planned, because Chantal's channel thrives on drama. It survives on drama. There's no positive content to be found. She doesn't want positive content, because that would mean work and effort and doing edited videos and having to think of things to do. She loves drama. She loves attention. That's the focus of her channel. And her livelihood depends on how much drama she can make that month so that she gets that pay for the next month. So he was basically a paid for player, and he's benefiting as much as her. So in order for her to make a living, she's got to keep up the drama, and she's always got to be thinking of ways to keep that going, to keep the wheels turning. Uh, some people are picking on her new look. Yelly Melly says, warning, the look and vibe of today is a very, I need to speak to the manager type of moment. So Chantal got herself 2 new wigs, and she's wearing one of them in this live stream. And honestly, I don't like it. I don't think it's flattering to her. In the live stream that she's on right now, she did show off a ginger colored wig, and I think it looks nice. I think it's a nice wig. Probably one of the nicest wigs she's bought so far. Problem with Chantal is that anything nice that comes near Chantal doesn't stay nice. So although the wig looks rocking right now, give it 3 days from now, it probably won't look like that. And that's a doggone shame because it is a nice wig. Estelle Percival says, well, you seem to be handling the breakup really well. Not really. I mean, she got her paycheck and she was very quick to start blowing that money, blowing that money. She got the edible wheels, got a new computer, got her nails done. I mean, she's blowing money at the speed of light. She's going to be broke within a week if she keeps this up. We Are All Vultures says, you defended him against May. That makes me sick. You don't care unless it's you. No, she doesn't care. If it's not happening to her, it doesn't matter. You know, not her life, not her problem. And that's a viewpoint that she's always had. If it's not her, she doesn't care. Miss Allweather says, what a surprise. She isn't going on the cruise. Well, I knew she wasn't going to go on the cruise. I knew she wasn't. Because I just can't see Chantal being trapped on a big boat, surrounded by lots of other people. And the cabins that you get on a cruise, they're going to be really, really tiny unless you are paying an exorbitant amount of money for a much bigger room. But still, even if she got one of the biggest rooms they had, she's on a boat surrounded by people. We all know about her social anxiety and people looking at her. She would not be comfortable. She would not be comfortable at all. Like for someone who's socially awkward and afraid of other people, it just would not be the best situation for her at all. Angel Wing says 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 5 seconds of talking about Nader. You're giving him exactly what he wants. Well, he's not the only one that wants it. She wants it too. Because without Nader, what the heck would she talk about? What would she do? Honestly, if you took Nader completely out of the picture, let's just say he moved to Montreal tomorrow with Dee Dee and left her far behind. What would she be doing? What would she be talking about? She'd have nothing to talk about. She would just be eating herself to death and staring at the camera, eyes screwing herself. She literally has no content. Hence why she will not ever stop talking about Nader, because there's literally nothing else. She won't bother to look for anything else. And let's see. Miss Allweather says, I thought she wasn't going to talk about Nader anymore. Well, we all knew that that was never going to happen. Simply Delish Duo says, Chantal, you keep repeating the same stories over and over and over again. You say you have so much on him, so either spill the tea or stop. It's gotten old and boring. Yeah, I feel that if there's any tea to be had, if there's any dirt that Chantal and Nader have on each other, they're not going to say what it is, no matter what. Chantal would never spill all the beans on Nader just because she's crazy about him. And she knows if she goes that far, there's no turning back. I mean, he's already at the point where he's not paying attention to her. She hasn't seen him in 2 weeks. If she drops the entire dime on Nader, he will completely turn his back on her. So she's holding on to some hope that somewhere along the way she gets to see him. And as long as she keeps her mouth shut, that hope can stay alive. I don't know exactly what tea or what dirt they have on each other, but I'm getting the feeling that whatever it is, it's something that would implicate them both. You know, like if she says he's done something, that means she was involved, and it might be something of a legal nature. It might be something illegal. It might be something against the law. So she cannot say what he did without implicating herself as well. And that's why she's keeping her mouth shut. That's just a theory. Sherry Johnson says, where the hell did she drive from to take this long to get home? Starbucks, food, weed, Probably all can be had in 10 minutes from the villa. Well, what do you guys think? Maybe she dropped off some money to Nader? Who knows? Dealey says, so I guess her live is pausing because she's talking to Nader, trying to figure out what to talk about next so they can keep this game going. Now it's his turn to snap back. An old game, different day. They wouldn't be making this money without each other. Oh, and did y'all happen to see her disgusting pic the farms has of her? And he's going live as soon as she got off. Yeah, it's pretty obvious there's a shell game going on here, folks. There's a definite shell game. There is a game in play because either they're streaming together and they're doing it to give attention for both channels at the same time, or she'll go live and then he'll go live and then she'll go live behind him. It's all about the views, you guys. It's all about the super chats. It's all about those memberships. They're playing a game with the audience. They are manipulating and scamming their own audience. I've known that for a while, and I hope more people wake up to that fact. I really do. The Existence Project says, size. Can you stop? At this point, I would watch a video of you pouring ranch all over your body, then have you talk about Nader and all this stupid drama again. I think that call, sound from your phone, was a friend trying to reach out to you. Also, out of the situations with other women, I personally think you shouldn't talk about the main one. Just tell people no comment. When people ask, don't say anything else. I just want to shake you. You know, a lot of people want to shake Chantal. A lot of people are like, what is wrong with this woman? Why does she act this way? Why does she keep going on about Nader? I'm telling everybody, listen, I don't know how old some of you are watching this video right now, but when I was young, I grew up watching professional wrestling on TV, the WCW, WWF, and a lot of that is scripted. There's scripted storylines. You had the good guys, which were the baby faces. You had the heels, which were the bad guys. And when the bad guy was really good about being bad, he could walk down the aisle, he would be booed and hissed, and people would say anything, and that was his role. Chantal has completely embraced the role of the heel. She has embraced it. She loves it. She loves the attention. She loves grossing people out. She likes pissing them off. She loves it. And she's making a lot of money playing the part of the heel, hence why she'll never be a baby face. If she were a baby face, her channel might do better, but she's thinking about that quick, easy money. So why not embrace the role of the bad guy? Because everybody loves to hate on the bad guy, don't they? Everybody loves to hate on the bad guy. She has embraced her role of the heel to the fullest, and she's making mad bank over it. Yes, she is. Laylib says, stop saying you had sex 9 times a day when you're out of breath after going up a flight of stairs. Well, not too long ago, Chantal blurted out that Nader was taking Cialis. And I didn't know what that was until I looked it up. It's a pill that helps with male impotence. So by telling everybody that Nader had Cialis, what she was basically saying to the audience was when they were together, it wasn't about her turning him on naturally, and that's why he was so fired up. She basically admitted that he had to take something just to get the job done. So not a good look, Chantal. Not a good look. Nader had to actually take something to get the job done. So if they had relations 9 times a day, it wasn't because he was consumed with passion for Foodie Beauty. It was because of the pills he was taking. And he probably had to take those pills, you know, thinking, hey, I want money out of this chick. I got to rock her world. So let me just take something so I can do it and get through it. Let's see. Kathy L says, wonder why his Facebook post says best day of his life. Is he done with his parole officer? You keep saying you're never going to talk about him again. She keeps saying it, but it's never going to happen. Even if Nader took off to Montreal, she would still talk about him. She would milk it for all it's worth. She is drawing this whole thing out as much as possible. She even admitted in one of her lives, you guys, one of the lives that I reacted to, she said outright that when she talks about Nader, it gets her good views. She said that out loud. So of course she's never going to shut up because she's making too much money by running her mouth. And let's see. So I don't want to spend too much time on the comments. That were some of the top comments. So let's get started with this react video. And if you happen to enjoy it, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. So let's get through this bad boy together, shall we?
I'm going to be driving, so. Cheers.
Yeah, as far as that wig, the color isn't bad. The lighter colors seem to look better on her, but I don't like the cut of it. This is just me critiquing. I don't like the cut of it. I don't like how it frames her face. It's not flattering.
Anyway, you have the fucking nerve. The nerve. Believe me, okay, everyone knows, believe me, you got your message across, you don't want me. You are such a liar. Liar. You have all of my lingerie, all of my dirty underwear, all of my clothes at your house, but you never slept with me or want anything to do with me. Recent clothes, too, that I bought recently, not months and months ago.
Like how recently? Like a week ago? 2 weeks ago? How recently did you buy these clothes? Honestly, I am on watch to see if some of the items that Foodie Beauty bought that Nader has shown off on camera when he was making fun of her, I'm on watch to see if she wears them again. I'm on the lookout for that leopard print dress and those pants, because if she dares to wear them again, that's a dead giveaway she was over there. So I'm on watch for that stuff to see if she gets that leopard print dress back and she wears it. And as far as her taking her lingerie over there, just because you took it over there, Foodie, doesn't mean relations happened. It just means that stuff you took over there, maybe to act sexy for him, but that's no guarantee that the two of you had relations.
The fact that you even have to keep talking, like, this guy thinks he made me money. Look.
Hold up. He did make you money. He made you a lot of money. You have made a lot of money off this drama. Ma'am, let me take you back to December. Okay? You told us yourself you made $20,000 just off that 1 month, $20,000. And on the normal, you earn between $10,000 to $15,000 or so per month from your channel. And that's not counting anything you might get from certain people on, say, Cash App or PayPal, you know, stuff off the books. I don't know what you get off the books. But on the books, according to you, you made $20,000 just in 1 month. And you've been going back and forth with Nader for months. So you've made a ton of money off of this Nader drama. The problem is it's drama that's played out too long. It's boring and people are getting more and more fed up with it. But still, it's all you got. So you stick around with it. You're not switching it up.
And then he has the nerve to be like, you think you made my channel? I put all the hard work into my channel. Your hard work? Like all the editing you haven't been able to do since I've been gone? Yeah. All the editing you haven't been able to do. Every single video on your channel, every single video on your channel, I edited, filmed, and uploaded for you. So no, pal, you need the fucking news flash. That's your whole problem. You need a reality check. Like I said in my other video, that's your whole problem. You need a reality check.
You know, I got news for Nader. If he's trying to make a professional cooking channel on his side of the fence, the channel that he has, it's already a done deal. There's no possible way that channel will ever become successful. Reason number one, because of his connection to Foodie Beauty. You know, like being connected to Foodie, it's a double-edged sword. Because of her, he got a lot of subs very, very fast. That's true. He got a lot of attention very, very fast. That's true. But since her name is tainted, now his is as well. You see, you got to be careful with who you associate with, because her name is dirty and because her content is trash and she's got a bad reputation. That's going to carry over into whatever content he wants to do. Number two, because the cooking videos are not professional quality, he's not engaging with the audience. The food is trash. It's never going to be a professional cooking channel that gets off the ground. There's a lot of things wrong there, a lot of things that need to be fixed. But the fact that he's associated with Foodie, it's already tainted. Best thing he can do is start completely over. Watch some actual cooking videos of professional quality. Take a lot of notes and put it in play. Because right now, that cooking channel, it's just a joke. Not only that, but a professional cooking channel, you don't bring some Foodie Beauty drama along with it. You got to stick to the subject. You know, either you're cooking and that's it, and you're all about the food, or you're all about the drama. You can't mix this tainted drama in with your content and expect to get a good audience from it.
Sorry. There might be chunks of ice that, like little chunks of ice that fly up at my screen, at my windshield, because I tried to clear what I could, but. If it, like, it was your idea to finally do the channel, yeah. You wanted to make a channel, sure. That's as far as it goes. For you to say. I probably even said at some point, maybe you should make a channel. And I always understood. I never understood, like, I never got it. I always used to think, like, after our first big fight, for example, and after I outed you for it online, after that, I thought, why don't we just, like, because I ruined your reputation online, why don't we just come online together as a couple and be like, listen, we both said really, I literally thought he loved me. Like, I thought he was, like, that was his problem, was that, like, I thought he.
Okay, so Nader wanted to make a cooking channel. I feel he wanted to make a cooking channel, so maybe he was thinking at some point he could make his own money and get away from Foodie and depending on her so much. He was trying to find something to do where he could make money himself and be separated away from Foodie. Problem is, he let the drama bleed over on his channel. He didn't keep it separate. Number two, I feel that Foodie was supportive of the cooking channel, because if she's over there covering a bunch of expenses for Nader, then if he was making money on that channel, that would cover part of the expenses that she was paying for. But neither one of them really thought things through. You know, he was thinking, oh, I can make a big cooking channel and be successful. But if you're associating with Foodie, it's not going to go anywhere, because you are the company you keep. And you're letting the drama bleed over on your channel, which is something separate from hers. You're kind of like putting the two together. So like I said, it's that cooking channel is going to go nowhere. He's got a lot to learn about actual cooking. He's got a lot to learn about actual cooking videos, how to make a professional quality video, how to be engaging with the audience. He's got to learn how to talk to people, how to be entertaining. And all of his food looks the same. It's all chopped up mess. So Nader, if you're over there and you want to make a cooking channel, you got to learn, son. You got to learn.
Would be okay with redeeming himself, like coming online and being like, I did this to her. Everything she said was right. And I'm sorry. And I will make it up to her every day.
You're acting like
And I
he
kept
owes
bugging
you.
him to do that, like to do that, and he kept saying, "Fix it, fix it." And I would like basically like fix what I said. Basically, in other words, I don't ever really truly really understood what he meant by that, but he, in my opinion, what he meant by that was like retract what you're saying. Say it was a lie. Take it back. Like don't like say like basically wanting me to look like a liar to help his image out.
I want to point something important out. So Foodie has alleged that Nader was abusive to her. She told us all about that. But I want to offer up the other side of the coin. We don't know exactly what happened physically between them. How do we know that Foodie wasn't also abusive in some way? Maybe physically, maybe verbally. We've seen how she talks to people. I'm not saying that gives him an excuse or a reason to put his hands on her. He should not be putting his hands on her if in fact he did. But Foodie is always going to tell the story slanted from her point of view. If you got two people that are a couple or associate with one another and there's a falling out, usually the way it goes is the person will talk in the vein of the other person is the bad guy. They will never admit anything they ever did wrong. They'll always paint the picture like they're in the right and the other person's in the wrong. But how do we know what happened between the two of them? How do we know that Foodie wasn't at the least verbally abusive to Nader? We don't know. That's always a possibility, that they've been abusive to each other in different ways. Maybe she played a part in it.
And that's one thing I've never like. I'm not okay with that, and that's why we're here today. That's why things have not been okay since he has since I went over there to apologize. Since he put the camera in my face and basically forced me to apologize with the. That's why I winked, because I wasn't sorry. Um, I didn't even do anything. Like, you're mad that I called the cops that night. You're like, you don't even look at why the cops were called. I came to your house peacefully. I came to your door. Things that I have done many, many, many times that you were not okay with that one night because you were mad. But you're okay with that when I have handfuls of groceries to come over with. That's when you're okay with it, you fucking lying manipulator. Yeah, that's when you're okay with it.
And you know what? You're the fool for doing it over and over. You're the fool for doing it over and over. I mean, I feel that the whole situation with you and Nader, it started off you running your mouth and bragging to him, oh, I'm a YouTuber. I make all this money. And he's an opportunist. He's a scam artist too. He's a con artist. And you were bragging about all the money you made and how easy it was. And he saw an opportunity. You were low hanging fruit, or so he thought. He thought maybe, oh, she's a big girl and I could just take all that money and smooth talk her and get all this stuff out of her. And he wasn't wrong. He did get a lot of money out of you. You did pay his rent. You paid for his groceries, all that. But he didn't realize the hurricane that is you and all the trouble that you would bring into his life. But still, at the moment, he thought you were just an easy mark. And he was only half right. You were easy in some ways, but not so in others. But you were the one going over there just buying his love, paying for his groceries, his tracksuits, everything else, buying all kinds of things for him, and always showing up with offerings, some sacrificial offerings to buy your way into his house, to buy your way into his life. And it was never a situation where you could show up empty handed with nothing, because you knew if you did that, you would not be admitted into Club Nader. So, you know, you set yourself up for that, Foodie.
I asked for my stuff, and and you said I will call the cops. You even said I will call the cops. You contradict yourself constantly, constantly. Just like when you said, "I'm not dirty like you. I don't retract the messages." Just like you didn't retract the messages that you sent to May. You call me a coward for retracting messages. That I didn't even do, by the way. That's obviously a troll account.
Chantal, did you forget the live streams you did where you were basically defending Nader with all those accusations? You were defending him, saying it never happened, because we all remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers, dear. You were defending him to the ground. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
Probably so many troll accounts that message you pretending to be me, and then that's what you try to grasp at straws with. I'm not ever messaging you ever again, honey. Ever, ever, ever. Don't worry about that. But you're going to call me a coward for supposedly retracting messages when you retracted so many messages in your May Anderson conversation? Really? Okay.
You know what this is? If this isn't all a scam game where they're talking, they just keep talking about each other to give each other content for their channels, endless live streams to make more money. If that's not what this is, what she's doing is she's poking at him right now. She's poking at him. Let me just talk about you. Let me bring up all the old stuff about May. She's poking at him because he's on his channel and she's just trying to throw as much dirt on Nader as possible so that less people will go and watch him. You know, she's a vindictive person, is Foodie. She's very vindictive. She's evil. She's one of those, if I don't get my way, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to just throw the dirt out there. I'm going to throw dirt on you and I'm going to go for blood. That's her personality. And she has the audacity to call herself a good person. Good people don't act like this. Even when there's a breakup, good people don't act like this. They don't get on live stream after live stream making accusations about, oh, this person gave me an STD and it's his fault. And nobody does this but Foodie. Nobody does this but Foodie. If this isn't all a scam game between the both of them to keep the content going, just to make a little bit of extra coin, if this is real, then she's a vindictive, evil witch that just won't stop because, like a spoiled child, she's throwing a temper tantrum because she's not getting her way.
Hey, hypocrite. Sorry, I'm just addressing this and then I'm going to continue to pretend like you're nothing, but you are. To me, anyway. And then you have the nerve to cry about don't talk about my mother's sick, I'll die for her. You have the nerve to make up gross things, talk about my mother in the gross way that you do.
Hold on a minute, I just saw a comment that I want to talk about here for a second. Let me just scroll back up to it. Monica M says, Willie Rott, he accused her of privating 20 videos, not putting ads on them, said he built his channel himself. See, there you go. There's an example of Chantal being vindictive and evil. And it also shows that she's got access to his channel. How does she have access to his channel unless it's her second channel? And she's got administrative rights and privileges. So if she's going over there and privating his videos, that means she can go in there and delete people in the chat, and she can go in the chat anytime she wants. She can private his videos. She can demonetize his videos. She's got administrative privileges. She's got access to that channel, which also leads me to believe the Google AdSense, which connects to your channel, which is the way the YouTubers get paid, that's also under her name. That's her channel. And the Google AdSense under her name, that's why he's got to wait on her to get money. Completely her channel. Completely under her control.
And to ask disgusting things about my mom, which I won't repeat, but you know what I'm talking about because you're gross. And sorry, that was a piece of ice. And you have the nerve also because you're forgetting who helped you with your mom, money-wise. Yeah. Like, for real. You're gonna sit up here and give me shit when all I did was give you, like, thousands of dollars to help you and your mom? Really? That's my whole problem, guys. That's my problem. Is that I expected any gratitude.
You didn't expect gratitude. Gratitude would be somebody saying thank you for you doing those things and you being satisfied with that. What you're expecting from Nader is that all the things you did for him, you want him to basically just kowtow to you and say, you did all these things for me, Chantal. You own me now. We'll be in a relationship. You control me. And that doesn't happen. That's not how relationships work. You don't do a whole bunch of stuff for somebody and then hold it over their head for the rest of their life and beat them over the head when you're mad at them. You try to use your YouTube money to control people. You do things for people not out of a gracious, caring heart, but because you're looking to control others. You're looking for financial control over others. And it's not just Nader you're doing that to, you're doing that to Pete's as well. When Pete's moved in with you, he had a job, he had his own money. Look at him now, depending completely on you. And you set that up, you set that in motion, and that's the way you like it. Not having a man who is your equal standing by your side, but by a weaker man that you can control and you can dominate. And Nader is not one that is going to kowtow to you. You're doing all this stuff for Nader, you've done all this stuff for Nader, and he still won't kowtow to you. He still won't be controlled by you, and that's what makes you angry. You're over there basically saying, look at all the stuff I've done for you. A real caring person does not say those things. Look at all the stuff I did for you. You owe me. You owe me. She desperately wants to say those words. You owe me. You owe me so much. You owe me your soul. You can sit there and pay for whatever you want, Foodie. You will never own a human soul.
Expected gratitude for anything. I am not the type of person. I will not give you something and rub it in unless you sit there on your own live stream on your channel that I set up for you. The only thing about your channel is that is successful because of your own doing. Yeah, your idea to set it up. Your idea to make your own channel. Whoop-de-doo-da-day. What's an author? What's an author without a pen and paper? Who's gonna write a book without a pen and paper? I was your pen and paper. I gave you that. I gave you the resources. I helped you. Even after I'm rubbing everything I did for you in your face, because after screaming at me for hours, after doing everything you did to me, you know what you did to me. And then lying about it and blaming me after everything you put me through, I still did all that for you. And right now, at this very moment, you are treating me like I'm the worst person in your life. And you should be kissing my fucking asshole. You should be kissing it with how I treat you. Yes, even talking about you online. Because I only talk about you online because you fucking deserve it. You deserve it. You're insane after how you treat me. Oh. And I'm not going through that alone.
Okay, Charlotte sometimes says, he did. You got BV, girl. Just for information, if a woman, and all you men, if you want to plug your ears for this part, go right ahead. I understand this is like female stuff. If you have a bacterial infection down there, it doesn't mean it's an STD. A BV infection can come from different factors. It doesn't have to be from sexual contact. It could be just from, just a little bit too much sweat up in there, or, just heat or something. It can come from anything. So anybody trying to pin the BV on Nader, keep in mind that Nader and Chantal, Nader said that they haven't been intimate since November, and here it is March. So she can't say that it came from him, can she? If that's true. More than likely it came because she's unhygienic and she's dirty. She's filthy, not taking care of herself, taking showers for less than 5 minutes. That's more the cause than, say, somebody like Nader. Nader has barely touched Chantal. And she's trying to pin everything on him. It's more likely because she's a filthy, unhygienic person and she's not taking care of her health.
Won't. And then you have the nerve to make fun of me and degrade me and try to humiliate me when I just transferred you money like 2 weeks ago. Like, that's nothing to you. Like, that's fine. It's expected for King El Shami.
And you sent it like an idiot. That's your fault.
And your fucking chicken was raw. That's disgusting. Come down off of your high horse. You are not amazing. You are not the best. You're not God's gift to women.
Yeah, that's another thing. He wants to make a cooking channel, and homeboy doesn't even know, cooking 101. You never eat raw chicken. He ate raw chicken the other night, which probably gave him and Dee Dee food poisoning. He wants to make a professional cooking channel, and you can't even cook chicken all the way. What's wrong with you? And you claim to be a chef.
Yeah, we had some good times, but I faked it most of the time. Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Raven says they got salmonella from the chicken. Nader threw up. You know what? If he threw up, that's his fault. He's supposed to be a chef, and you're going to put the chicken on a plate, and you're going to cut it, and you're going to see it's raw, and you continue to eat it. How dumb are you? How dumb are you? If you see the chicken is raw, what you do is you excuse my language, I'm sorry. What you do is if you put the chicken in your mouth and you can just tell it's raw, you spit out that chicken, you put the chicken into a skillet, and you cook it all the way through. You continue to eat it, you deserve to throw up.
You are disgusting and a manipulator. Yeah, you are. And you're like, oh, the drama doesn't bring me money. Are you kidding me? The drama doesn't bring you money and you're acting like it makes me. He's saying that the drama has, talking about him, he's saying that talking about him has made me so much more money.
Yep, it has.
Talking about him does make me probably more money, yes.
Yep, and that's why you won't shut up about it.
But the same can be applied to you. Do you think anyone wants to see you cook and eat raw chicken?
She's right.
You'll get like half the views. If you're talking about me, you're gonna get more views. So what is that kind of flex? Is that like a flex? Like, you're talking about me so you get more views?
She's not wrong.
Like, what kind of flex is that? It can be said both ways. Like, don't be a moron. Idiot. And then I heard you call me idiot under your breath and then look down at the iPad. Yeah, have fun using that. I bought that for you to make your job easier because I cared about you. And you, asshole, are giving me shit like, oh man, this guy's the worst guy. He's the worst.
She's not wrong. I mean, they both made money off this drama, and they continue to make money off this drama. That's why they both won't shut up.
Unbelievable. You used me. Unbelievable. You are textbook. doing the shit and then blaming me for it. Yeah, that's real nice. I can't make this shit up. You slept with me several times a day for 10 months, and then you're gonna make fun of my body now? Really? Really? Then you're a liar. Then you're a liar. I don't sleep with people if I'm not attracted to them. Really?
Oh, he was attracted to Chantal, just not in the way that she's been wanting. He was attracted to her money, so he was using the intimate relations to get to her purse, and it worked. It worked really well.
Everyone except for Diana Lynn and Dee Doo. Look, Dee Dee is even. Well, I see what kind of woman it takes to be with you. Somebody who will eat raw chicken for you and get salmonella. I wished salmonella on both of you, and it looks like I might get my wish sooner than I fucking thought. Seriously. What the fuck? And then boiled steak yesterday? What are you making boiled steak for Dee Dee Doo Doo? Ooh, yeah, I really miss that. I really miss your depressing ghetto kitchen. And we want proof of life of rat documentary guy anyway, because I see your busted out window, and I'm sure he's probably stuffed in your suitcase or something. Please, please, acting like you're gonna be okay, acting like you don't give a shit. Going on, okay, excuse me, going on trips to nice bougie hotel rooms in Toronto is a lot better than walking in the snow to Giant Tiger with Dee Dee. Yeah, fuck off.
And here she is just trying to press out to the audience in a Nader. See, I got all this money and I could take you on expensive trips. We can go to Montreal or go to a bougie hotel and you get that, and Dee Dee can't give you that. This is her trying to flex her money and say she's a better choice because of her money. Well, money doesn't necessarily make you a better choice for a companion, Chantal. If you were paying thousands of dollars to somebody just to hang out with you, then that means that you were not the better choice. You were not the better choice for Nader. Because Dee Dee gets to hang out with him for free and you have to pay. So I guess you weren't the better choice.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually like, why is it rush hour traffic? Because it's rush hour? Oh, yeah.
Oh, EG with the comment. I love you, EG, for this comment. EG says, obviously not if the room is shared with you. Burn. Yeah, a nice hotel room is not that nice if you're having to share it with somebody you hate.
Anyway, everyone with a brain can see. Actually, even Agent Corvina and Diana Lynn probably see what you're really like, but they don't care. Because they're too horny to care.
You know, speaking about that window that's in Nader's house that has it looks like cardboard on it, I have to wonder if the window is really cracked and broken, or if Nader didn't just put up the cardboard above the window so that Chantal cannot peep inside the house. Is it really broken, or do you do that to keep her from peeking inside the house?
call me a buffalo.
Okay, here's some possible tea. Monica M says at Plain Cheeseburger, he's moving to Montreal. Said last live stream he will tell everyone when, February 28th. Hopefully it's the day he's moving. Yeah, he's keeping it kind of under his hat if he's moving. He's not saying the exact date, probably because he knows Chantal is listening and he doesn't want her knowing exactly when he's leaving. But I hope he does leave very, very soon. I'm so sick of this arc. I'm so done with it.
Gonna call me a buffalo when you literally, never mind. Oh my god, the nerve. So that's what I wanted to say. You're
Susie Q says abused women don't taunt their abuser once they're safe. True. That's why I'm doubting a lot of this DV stuff she's been talking about. You know, I've been through DV, and there's a lot of people that are going to all the reaction channels. I'm sure they have their own stories of DV. We've got the internal and external scars to show for what we've been through. And if you're someone you've been through DV, you don't taunt your abuser. You don't taunt them while you're with them, and you don't taunt them when you're away from them. You know, you just want to stay away and focus on your life. You don't want to, you know, keep poking the bear, so to speak, once you're safe. That's why I doubt a lot of the things she's told everybody about. Oh, he hurt me. She sure isn't acting like a DV survivor.
disgusting. Like, what kind of woman is gonna want to be with, like, how attractive, guys? Anyway, I hope Dee Dee is not his new girlfriend. Imagine what kind of life that would be. 2 weeks there, solid, straight. In the trap house, in Irogano, listening, walk, like, she has to sleep beside my clothes that are hung up in the closet. Like, who would do that? It's like, oh my god, you guys are insane.
You know, I'm of the belief that Dee Dee is over there, not just because she likes Nader, but as a deterrent to keep Chantal away. And she's probably going to be there until he finally moves. If he is indeed going to announce when he's moving in 5 days, Dee Dee's going to stay there the entire time to keep Chantal away. And Chantal is freaking out because the one thing that she's been using to control Nader, which is her money, in her mind, she probably always thought that, oh, I could just use the money and he'll come crawling back. Well, maybe he's at the point with Chantal that he's like, you know, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. In other words, not even the money is enough to deal with all this, and I got to get gone. I hope he does move.
And then, like, going live for hours. Oh my god. You guys have seen her apartment. Why the fuck would you want to stay with him?
Sweet Jane says, who wants to StreamYard an intervention now? Maybe she will see her bees are trying hard as hell. Sweet Jane, and I'm saying this to everybody that's part of Chantal's channel that might come over here. As far as an intervention for anything, if the person is an addict or they're set in their ways, nothing you're going to say is going to matter until that person who is the addict, when they reach that point where they're sick and tired, being sick and tired, and they want to change. Until they want to change, anything you have to say is not going to matter. Point blank, period. Chantal doesn't want to change in any capacity to be positive or healthy. She's got thousands of people that she talks to every week. A lot of people have offered up their advice, their words of wisdom. She isn't listening. And she's not listening because she's not ready to change, because she's on her channel making way too much money. She's got her safety net. The safety net is her money supply. If she didn't have the safety net, she might listen. But as long as she's rolling in the bank of the money, she doesn't care. As far as she's concerned, her life is fine. Everything's okay. There's no immediate danger. So all of this is going to continue.
So many days I would be looking at that brown lamp just waiting to escape. Listening for him to snore so I could make the move out.
And I want to talk about that for a second. Her claiming that she was literally being held hostage. Her making this claim now that she was being held hostage in the house. You mean to tell me, Chantal, that you were over there? You would be over there for a week to 2 weeks at a time, sometimes, or days at a time, and you were being held hostage? You mean to tell me that during that time period, you couldn't look at Nader and say, well, I'm just going to go to the store real quick and get in your car and not go home? You could have done that. If you were being held hostage in any capacity, you could have called the cops and gotten yourself out of there. Or you could have gotten in your car and left and not gone back. But the fact that you kept going back and you were staying over there over and over and over again, I'm really doubting this whole hostage story you're trying to sell us. I really do.
It's the weekend. You're not supposed to go live on the weekend. Always wanting me not to do my job. Yeah, you did. You're possessive and you're controlling. Do you not see that you have not, even online, like, he has not said sorry or apologized for a single thing. So that means that every single fight we've been in here on this here YouTube has entirely been my fault. So you want me to come online and apologize for fights completely by myself? But you won't do the same? Like, no. That's always been my problem. Never said sorry to me once. Never said sorry to me once. For anything. And I don't want sorry now because way too late. And not like I would ever get a sorry. It will never happen.
The scary thing about you, Chantal, is if he said sorry, you would take that as an invitation to come back to him. You're that kind of a female. That if he broke down and said, I am sorry, Chantal, I treated you that way, I'm sorry for whatever things I said to you, you would take that as, oh, he loves me and he wants me to come back, so there's still a chance. That's the way you think. Maybe that's why he's not saying sorry. And also because you won't shut your mouth saying awful things about him. How can you give him a moment to feel sorry or regretful or remorseful for the things you say if you keep talking about him in a hateful way and saying awful things every single day? There's no pause. There's no period of silence where both parties can think about what they said and feel a sense of remorse. You just keep poking at him. So the more you keep poking at him, and the more you make him mad, the more you're making him think, I am not sorry for what I did and what I said.
I'm just sorry. I'm just like, I'm in disbelief a little bit. The things I hear, oh, oh, that come out of his mouth sometimes, like the fucking nerve. He has the
Okay, Willie Rott says, OMG, you have said that set. Okay. Okay, Kiki and Gigi says she's not clinging on to Nader. I think it's something deeper involving her self-worth. It's her ego. It's her ego. Chantal is narcissistic, and narcissists don't like to lose. They will do everything in the world to not be defeated. Even if it means they've already lost the game, they will never admit defeat. They would rather keep playing the game just so they can avoid that moment of saying, I got suckered, I got played, and I lost the game. So to keep from losing, she keeps playing the game with Nader and holding on to some hope that she can still win, because her ego just cannot take the blow of, I got suckered, I got played, I got scammed, and that's how it is. She's not one of those women that she's just going to cut her losses and move on. She'd rather just keep losing little by little, just so she doesn't have to admit full defeat.
audacity. His name should just be Mr. Audacity. You seriously have the audacity, honestly. I'll give you that. You have big fucking balls. But not big enough balls to keep your messages with May, right? You're gross. You probably did have sex, and you probably did. I don't know. I don't even want to go there, but I don't know what to think about that situation, guys. That's why I don't talk about it, because I wasn't there. I usually like to give women the benefit of the doubt. The only thing is that, like, she kept talking to him and kept saying, like, you rejected me and all this other stuff, which was just weird. But then he did meet her at the hotel, so I'm like, I don't even, like, I try to just not even think about it or talk about it. But
Well, why are you talking about it now? After all this time, why is this subject coming up now? I got an answer for that. Because she's angry at Nader, and again, she's just trying to throw as much dirt as possible on him to keep his channel from being any kind of successful. She's just trying to tarnish his reputation further. Not that he had one when he came to YouTube. Nobody even knew who he was, and even after several months, nobody really cares. That cooking channel is a total joke. It's unprofessional. It's going nowhere, but that's all he has for all the time that he spent on YouTube, and he's not willing to just do what he needs to do to make it successful himself. He's not watching other people and how they do it. But she is just bringing up all kinds of stuff for the purpose of hurting him.
he is disgusting. And I don't mean like he's gross for having sex with me. I mean, like, if he did do something bad, I don't know, he just grosses me out. And you're starting to creep me out with hanging my clothes up. Like, you're such an asshole. Ugh. Go eat more raw chicken, you and Dee both. Thank you very much. Stop talking about me. You don't want me to talk.
Oh, here's a super chat. Terry Meek says, FYI, Dee not leaving until he moves. Well, I just said that. I just told you guys that. I just had a feeling. Dee hasn't left yet. She's going to be there until the very day that he moves. And that's why Chantal is raging, because she's been dying for the chance to go over there and try to seduce him with her money again. And Nader, I hope, has had enough and said, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. It's time to get gone. And I know that I can't stay where I'm at, because she'll always be haunting me and stalking me and won't leave me alone. The best thing I can do is just put a great deal of distance between us. And so maybe that's what he's doing. And that's why she just keeps going off and getting worse.
About you, so leave all my shit. Ugh. Why don't you just honestly pack up all my shit and get rid of it? Sell it, do what you gotta do. I don't give a shit.
Hold on a minute, Chantal. You keep flip-flopping back and forth. One minute you're saying, I don't care about the stuff over there. And then you've also made live streams where you made threats that if he sells your stuff, you're going to go to the cops. You're going to go to the cops. You've said that. I'm going to go to the cops. I'm going to talk to his PO officer. Maybe that's why he's not getting rid of it, because he doesn't want any more trouble with the law.
Like, you're never gonna see me again ever in your life. Ever. And I don't want to come get my stuff. I never want to see you ever again in my life. So, throw it out, do what you gotta do, but don't use it as something like leverage over me to annoy me and piss me off. Because you don't want to annoy me and piss me off more than you already have. I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe you are a masochist. I don't know. I know you're a sadist, but I don't know about masochist. I don't know what your problem is. But
it's interesting she's bringing up those terms, sadist and masochist. You guys remember me making videos and reacts and basically just telling everybody my thoughts on that? The fact that Chantal is a hardcore masochist. She has a humiliation, degradation fetish, and maybe she was one of those ladies that she wanted to do that full time. If she has a degradation, humiliation fetish, that explains so many things she does on live stream. She has said she likes to gross people out. She likes that reaction. She likes the attention. Maybe she's one of those ladies that some people that have a degradation, humiliation fetish, they do it every so often or lightly, and then they have normal lives away from that. Maybe she's one of those, she likes to do it 24/7, or she wants to do it 24/7. And Nader is a sadist and indulged her fetish. And maybe part of the agreement between them was that there would also be financial domination, which would mean that if she's into degradation, for someone who's into degradation fetish, what's more degrading than somebody taking your money and not giving you anything for it? So maybe that was why she bought him all the stuff. Maybe that's why she spent all the money. That was, again, part of her fetish and part of the agreement, that for him to indulge in her fetish, she had to do certain things. And maybe all of this that we're seeing is just simply a financial domination, degradation, masochist, sadist type of thing that just went completely south. I don't know. We'll see in the future how things play out. But I've always had that feeling that that was going on in the background. And if it is, that explains a lot of the behaviors between Nader and Chantal, and just Chantal, the way she behaves by herself.
Anyway. Sorry guys, I really didn't want to talk about him at all anymore, but sometimes I might rage. I can make money off you by telling story time. I can make money off you.
You're making money
Yeah,
off him
you
right
can
now.
too, lying about me. Because you have nothing. I did nothing to you ever. What did your story time going to entail? And then she came over, with $300 worth of groceries. End of story time. Like, you really have nothing to say about me. You're gonna make fun of my underwear. You're gonna make fun of making fun of women's bodies is so attractive. I don't know. Whatever. You look like a horse, so don't call me a buffalo. Because you're not hot either. You just need to know that.
Yeah. That's not what you were saying several months ago. You were painting this picture of he's so handsome. He's got a six-pack. He's athletic. You were singing a much different song months ago, and now that things have gone south, now the song has changed.
Yeah, maybe I said that you were, but well, turns out spending 2 weeks or more away from you has really been fucking eye-opening. Your food is okay. It's good. Some stuff is better than others. I would never eat. You don't know how to cook a tenderloin. You don't need to tenderize a tenderloin, moron. And your chicken was raw. And you blamed me for your slop turning out bad. Your beef stroganoff your way. Yeah, right. What the fuck was that shit? That was you. Don't blame that on me. You are the reason your slop turned out bad. You are the reason for all the misery in your life. Your fault, not mine. Don't blame everyone else for your shortcomings. You're a failure at life because of your own self. You went to jail because of your own self. So you have no one to blame but your own self. So shut your mouth if you can and fucking zip it. Because I can get a lot meaner.
I wish you listened to your own advice, Chantal, saying that he's a failure because of things he's done for himself. Well, the same could be said about you. You know, the only thing you have going on for yourself is the fact that you make a lot of money on YouTube, but look what you do with it. You just spend it ridiculously on stupid stuff. Meanwhile, your car is on its last leg. You're so far behind with paying your taxes. Your cats are sick. You're in horrible health. Instead of taking the money and using it in a positive way to better yourself, you're just making yourself worse. And I'm also the belief that, let's just say you made double the money than what you normally make right now on YouTube, you would be even sicker. The more money you make, the sicker you become, the worse you become, because you're not willing to do some adulting and take care of yourself.
You're such an idiot. Like you this is all your fault. Like how you treated me this past 10 months, number one, makes me the way you treated me the past 10 months makes me despise you. Makes me I hate you. I actually fucking hate you.
You hate each other. You're even.
And I hate you. You don't deserve to be around women at all. And that's why I talk shit about you online and want to hurt you. Because of how you've hurt me the past 10 months. And not just that. You're dumb enough. Your little manipulations and oh my god, the way you lie, you need help. You need to be locked up somewhere. You are a danger to society, you're a danger to women, you're a danger to your own self.
Those same things apply to you too, Chantal. You're a danger to society. Running around with infections and touching everything, going into public places while infected, driving while high, you're a danger to society.
You probably What'd you do? That shiner you had the other day, what'd you do? Punch yourself in the face? Like you did the other time, last time I was there? And this is you. That's for you. Eat it. Oh, fucking. Why the hell would anyone want to be in a relationship with him anyway? Literally, this guy, oh my god. Like, Dee, for example, what do? Lay in bed there and listen to him talk to Jennifer Corbina all day on Messenger? That is so disgusting. That's all you do is talk to women on Messenger and then wonder why I had a fucking problem with it. Oh, and then you have the nerve. Oh, he has the nerve. He has the nerve. I know this is getting old.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so over it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just starting to see what a bummy is. Sorry. I mean, really. I know you guys have seen it 10 months ago, but me, I'm just seeing it now.
Well, you're kind of a bum too. Without YouTube, you'd have nothing. So you're basically a bum yourself. You don't work. You don't put any work in. You're getting a bunch of money from YouTube. All you do is turn on a camera and live stream. That's not really work. You're damn lucky you got on YouTube and make a channel the way you did. Because where would you be without YouTube? What if YouTube shut down tomorrow? You would be on the streets. You got nothing else going on for yourself. So you really don't have any room to call anybody else a bum.
Trust me, I don't want your ass. If I wanted your ass, I would have picked you up when I was supposed to for Windsor. Excuse me. I have the screenshot of me telling you question marking when I'm going to pick you up, and then me telling you I'm going by myself. So you lied to your audience, again, like you do lie to your audience all the damn time.
Honestly, I think Nader not going to Windsor, it had more to do with Chantal's jealousy. Maybe she had second thoughts about taking Nader because of Carly being there. And maybe Chantal had second thoughts about Nader being around Carly and just eyeing her up and down. So she decided not to bring him.
Saying that you didn't want to come to Windsor. Oh my god.
Or if Nader refused to go to Windsor, maybe it's because he just kept thinking, you know, if I go to Windsor with her, that means I'm going to be trapped in a car with Chantal for 9+ hours one way, another 8 hours back. How am I going to deal with that? How am I going to deal with 8 hours spent around her and then another day and a half in the hotel room and then another 8-hour drive? You probably looked at that and said, no, that's not going to be a good time. No.
This guy is acting like you. I wouldn't want to be with her. Like he acts like he's king shit. When let's analyze seriously. You have no job. You have no job. You weren't making $6,000 to $7,000. He was making like $2,400 a month, doing like granite job.
So he had a job and he was making money. And it's not for you to look down on other people who make less than you, Chantal. And sounds exactly that's what you're doing. You're looking down on him for making $2,400 a month. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. There's a lot of people that have regular jobs that live better than you, that are healthier than you, that are happier than you, and they make less money. They may not be big ballin', but they got better lives, and you're over there with your 20 grand a month, just spending it like it's nobody's business. And look at the quality of your life. You won't even leave the house half the time because you're so ashamed of yourself.
Or some shit like that. He was not making $6,000 to $7,000. Oh my god, this guy's such a liar. Oh, he lies about everything.
So do you.
Keep lying online though to your followers like Diane Lynn, who are dumb enough to believe you. Oh my god. 6,000 to 7,000, but didn't even have a full-size fridge or lived in the trap house. Okay.
Look at her trying to pour shame. This is disgusting. Look at him. He doesn't have a full-size fridge. Living in a trap house. Hey, Lodgings are what they are. You have what you have, and there's no shame if you have a home and it's not the best, or if you got a mini fridge. Who cares? You still got a fridge, you still got a home. I really hate how she poor shames. I really do. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. There's nothing wrong about being poor. People do what they can do. There's nothing wrong with it. And again, without YouTube, she would be out in the streets. She'd be out of the streets. Imagine this woman making the money that she does, having the life that she does, trying to shame anyone, trying to shame anybody. There's nothing wrong with struggling if you got to struggle. There's a lot of people that struggle and then they put their boots on and they get the work done and they get out of the struggle situation, Chantal, with hard work.
Hey, tell me another story, I'll believe. Greek gyros. Buffalo chicken sandwich. Unbelievable cat, no cat voice. I have gone to mozzarella sticks. That area was always ghetto. I hated going there. I hated staying there, but like,
She's a liar. When she was deep into Nader, she couldn't wait to get over there. She couldn't wait to get over there. And she stayed over there as long as she could until he practically had to kick her butt out.
I did have a choice, but like, not if I wanted to be with him. I had to stay there. So, yeah. Oh, and this is lemonade. I don't care about Nader. Well, that's good because I don't either. But this place has the best fucking cheese stick.
Oh, by the way, Chantal recently said that she doesn't do mukbangs anymore. Chantal, what is this? What is this? What are you doing right now? You're eating on camera. Isn't that a mukbang? Just because you don't label your live streams as mukbangs doesn't mean they aren't. You're mukbanging. You mukbang all the time. You're always eating on camera. You haven't stopped doing mukbangs, ma'am.
Honestly, I picture him laying in bed with his cigarettes and orange fingers. Deity is like, can I get you something, Nader? And then on Messenger, he's on Zoom call with 800 of his fucking harem women.
What do you care though? He's a horrible guy. If he's talking to 1,000 women, so what? You're done with him, right? So be done. He's Dee Dee's problem now. Let them just be together. Stop talking about him. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I remember taking the sponge once. I was doing the dishes. I went, give me your finger. I'm scrubbing.
I find it hilarious that she's sitting there trying to shame Nader physically, but she's leaving out her part. Like her going over to his house, unbathed, dirty clothes, burping, farting, and she has confessed to all of us many times that she drip dries, which means she doesn't wipe herself. She doesn't wipe her crack when she takes a dump. And he's supposed to get turned on by all that? And I don't like this. Lindsay VIB says doo-doo is about 50. Guess what, Lindsay? I'm 51. What do you want to say about the older people? Step up. I'm 51, and I could outrun Chantal any day. I can take a walk around the neighborhood, probably 2 of them, before I get tired, and I can walk about 2 to 3 miles a day. Chantal can't do that. She can't even walk for 5 minutes. So what is all this age shaming about? There's lots of people that are older that have great lives. Age ain't nothing but a number. It's all about attitude. Lots of older people are living fabulous lives. Here's Chantal. She's much younger than me. I'm much older than her. I got a better life than she does, and I don't make her kind of money. So it ain't about age. It's about how you carry yourself and what you do with your life.
You were smoking with him at one point. Not cigarettes! He's like a spider. I can't afford to go on a trip. Well, that's why, because I eat mac and cheese. You say hi to my girlfriend, Anne Marie. Hi, Anne Marie. It's just juice. I love your juice, Nader. Ew. Well, I've known him for 10 years. No, you didn't!
Here's Chantal making fun of Dee Dee and the way she talks. Have you heard the way that you talk, Chantal? With the shrieking and the shouting unnecessarily. You talk like a 16-year-old valley girl wearing Ugg boots, and you're a 37-year-old woman. It's disturbing.
By the way, it's not a juice. Juice is what the liquid you extract from the fruit. When you blend it in my blender, it's a smoothie. Yeah. A water smoothie.
Oh, you mean the immersion blender that you drink out of like a glass? That one? Never have I ever used an immersion blender container as a glass, but Chantal has, and she continues to do so. So there she is making fun of Nader in the way he blends up juices. I'm sure he doesn't use that as a glass, but you do.
She can't even buy her own giant tiger. Hi, Dana. The best friend. Nader is friends with whoever is nice to him. Look at this. Diana Lynn's friend, nice to him for what, a month? Already dedicates a whole stream to her. He's not used to people being nice to him, apparently, because people find out what you're really like and people fucking hate you. The night that guy was over, excuse me, Hold on.
What is she doing?
Hey guys. Is it payday? Is it payday yet? You have no respect for anybody but yourself. Smoking right beside me when I have asthma. Like, you know it bothers me and you still do it. You light up. You do it just to piss. You do it just to harm me. You are you're sadistic, and you are disgusting.
Wait a second, Chantal. So there you are saying, oh, you lit up a cigarette and you know I have asthma. But aren't you the one that you sit there and you'll smoke the green literally all day long? So how much do you care about your own breathing? Furthermore, madam, you're someone that you need a CPAP machine at night to breathe, do you not? Yes, you do. So how many nights on multiple occasions did you not use your CPAP machine? So how much do you care about your breathing really?
Oh, what's the matter? Did I make you rage and punch out your window? Poor baby. You are a baby. You're a coward. Everything you've ever accused me of being, a coward, abusive, all projecting right back onto yourself. Real man, my ass. Now I get it. That the day that I went there, the day I went over, like the third time meeting him or something. This was like right at the beginning. And that guy was there, that loser guy who threw money at me and was like, "Let me see your tit," for like $50 or whatever, $5, or I don't even remember how much it was. This guy, I remember they were fighting that night. Because he fights with everybody. You fight with every single person in your life. Every person in your life is like away from you right now and hates you. What does that mean? Like, people you meet hate you.
And the same thing applies to you. Where are all your close friends? Where's your family? Nobody talks to you either. You're both unpleasant, vile people.
The problem. All of your exes. Your exes, okay, let's see. Samantha, we don't know what's with her. Actually, I'm going to reach out to Samantha. I bet you she has some interesting things to say about you. What are you going to do? Get Dee Dee to message her and be like, "Did you message? Don't talk to Chantal." Yeah, you are, just like you get Dee Dee to do all your bidding, right? Oh yeah. Let's see. Delphine. Well, she's not alive to tell the tale, but you did stab her. What else? What else? What else? I don't know anything. Okay.
You know, as I understand it, this person, Delphine, who is Nader's ex, she did not pass away from a stabbing. She passed away from a heart attack. I don't know if she was stabbed, but that's, from what I understand, it was cardiac arrest or a heart attack. So, honestly, Chantal, you should not be speaking on other people. And if you reached out to Nader's exes, I feel the reason why you would do that is because you're looking for more dirt to talk about in your live streams to make into profit. Not because you want to find out more stuff about Nader to make yourself hate him to stay away, but you're just going to drag this out and keep it going. And so you have the dirt you have on Nader, although some of it you're not going to talk about because it might be something that implicates you in something. You're going to reach out to other people just trying to dig up stuff on Nader to make more money.
Like, you're so full of shit. Your exes wouldn't talk to me. You mean your exes no longer talk to you and probably have restraining orders on you? Anyway. You lied to me about that too. You lied to me about the Delphine thing. You just lied about everything. Like, You lied to me about everything, like literally everything. Which is why it's so much easier to get over you this time. Because I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't even know who you are, can't even begin to guess. I don't even know who you are. I don't. We're just driving, guys. Gonna be a little. Was that worth it? Not really, honestly. Mac and cheese is pretty good, but it's like really creamy. After just seeing how he's treated me, I don't know. Get away. To work. You don't understand that. Starting a channel with no shout out or no help from anybody, you probably would, if you didn't know me or associate with me, your videos would probably literally have 12 views right now.
She ain't wrong saying that. Starting a channel on YouTube and building an audience and getting subs is difficult. It helps if you get shout outs from other channels just to get more eyes on your channel, to get more people to know about it. But she ain't wrong saying that. Nader's entire audience is built on people that know Chantal or might be part of her viewers. So she ain't wrong saying that.
Like if that, 5, maybe 10 views a video, and you get 10,000 views a video, you earn money because of that, and you have the fucking nerve to give me shit and badmouth me every night on the platform that I showed you how to set up. You're a fucking ungrateful piece of shit. You really are. And I can't believe you can't see that.
Susie Q says, what are we paying for? Edibles and nap after this Nader rant. This is just wrong. Hey, all you VIPs over there, you've known for a while what her content is. You've known for a while. There are no surprises here with Chantal. This is what you're paying for. This is what your $5 gets you. She's not even trying to put out any kind of positive content, and she's not taking a break from the Nader stuff to let you guys have a chance to breathe. But even though you don't want to hear this, here is the truth about you guys being VIPs. You are all enabling this crap. You're all enablers. There's no way to get around that. If you're giving money to Chantal in any capacity, and she's using it on drugs, and she's using it to buy chemicals and get completely high on stream, you are enabling it. Just because somebody may be an addict and they're likable and you like their personality doesn't make them any less an addict and doesn't make you less of an enabler. A lot of addicts, they have personalities that make them likable, but it doesn't make their addictions any less dangerous or less destructive. So I'm just putting that out there to make you guys think for a minute what you're supporting.
Wow. Wow. You should have been damn fucking proud to claim me. What, you think I'm going to be any more proud? I claimed you. I claimed you, and you're a fucking scrub. Like, people were telling me every day, why do you, like, you're gonna, like, aren't you embarrassed to claim this guy? You don't, like, you never even fucking paid for one pomegranate the entire time we were together. You're a bum. And that's all I have to say about you. And you're dead to me. So stop putting my clothes on display Stop making fun of me because you're not any fucking better. Yeah, I am better than you because I don't fucking keep up this lying bullshit that you're doing with everybody. And I don't do things to hurt people. So yes, that makes me better than you. Anyways. That's it. God, why the fuck did I ever agree to meet this guy? Pushy from the first time I even remember I even said that in my story talking about this guy, like when I first met him. Called me right away, like didn't even fucking like hello. And you look like a loser because people are messaging me, sending me messages with screenshots of you messaging them. You're creepy. One woman's a grandmother, you're calling her at 3 in the morning. Like get a life. Bro. Ugh. Ugh. And you look stupid touching my underwear with gloves and going, yeah, ugh. Like for you, pal, you are privileged to even come near my nasty underwear. God, they're nasty because of you and your nasty green dick. Why do you think they're green? Because of you. Stop. And you say I had sex with someone homeless. Okay, the person was homeless as in they were sleeping on someone's couch, just like your rat documentary roommate. And I'm not.
You know, why does this roommate that keeps getting brought up, the rat guy, documentary guy, why does he keep getting brought up in this? This has nothing to do with him, whoever he might be. He's nobody in this game, this drama arc, if you will. He's just basically an innocent bystander who's not even present for all this. Why is he getting brought into this? Chantal is just being needlessly cruel to a stranger who has no part in all of this. Why does he keep getting brought up? He's not even on stream with Nader. He's not talked about Chantal. This is ridiculous.
The one who had a homeless woman on my porch asking for. You had a homeless woman on your porch asking for you, and she had condoms waiting for you. What does that tell you? I know people who've come forward, who know you. It's the internet, right? And you said it yourself. I know have so many people who know me. There you go. Who've come forward and told me some of the most disgusting things I've ever heard another person do. Another reason I don't ever want to see your gross face ever again. I say so? Give me a break. Nothing you say makes sense or adds up. You think you're clever and you have one up on everybody. You don't. You look like a dumbass liar.
I know that I'm way over the hour that I normally make my videos, y'all, but in the live stream that Chantal is doing right now, she's really just getting high and doing much of nothing. That's why I'm sticking with this one. There's a little bit of entertainment here in all the ranting versus her just getting high off edibles again.
Luckily for you, the world is full of dumbass people who will believe you. Like I did for so long. I think I deep down knew all his bullshit. And I just like, no. I actually convinced myself to believe him a lot of the time. The only way I could be with him, like, okay, maybe he, I don't know, the gonorrhea thing, I couldn't explain it. I just couldn't explain it.
Well, I can explain it. It's very simple. Either you slept with somebody infected or he slept with somebody infected. You know, there's, you know, I'm a woman over here. I'm an adult. What other way can you get gono? Either you slept with somebody infected or somebody else slept with somebody infected. They gave it to you. I mean, what other explanation can there be?
And then not just that, he didn't just give me gonorrhea. On top of that, he then had the nerve, because I needed therapy, because who wouldn't need it, up being with him, and getting an STD from him. He throws a huge screaming tantrum, abusive tantrum, in my car on the way to Jean Coutu, the pharmacy. I had just taken him to get tested. We both went to the sexual health clinic together. And he was like, relaxed as pig and shit. Number one, he's a jealous piece of crap. So if he really thought that I gave it to him, he would be raging. But he was calm and happy. So he knew he gave me something. Actually, I feel like he did it on purpose to hurt me like that. Like he's the type who would get an STD just to give it to me, just to hurt me because he's sadistic and gross like that. Like that's the type of guy he is. Anyway, I take him to the sexual health clinic in the morning. And on the way to the pharmacy to pay for his prescription.
I seriously doubt that Nader deliberately caught the gono to hurt Chantal. That's just ridiculous. Because that's something that hurts both people. And from what I understand, it's not pleasant to get the symptoms. So claiming this is ridiculous, Chantal.
For the STD medication, after him giving me an STD, he has the nerve to scream at me for wanting therapy. I'm just like, really? You are going to scream in my face because I want therapy? You fucking controlling piece of shit. Oh my god, the nerve. And then he acts like, whenever you do something for him, he acts like it's nothing. Like, oh, okay. Like he's just entitled to it. That's like, oh, wow. Hmm. Rub it in. I'm gonna fucking rub it in because you still dragged me. So you need to be humbled still. You still don't recognize where your good luck came from.
Oh, nice choice of words. You need to be humble. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. You're not just about insulting Nader and throwing dirt at Nader. You're going to humble Nader. Oh, you dirty peasant, you, Nader. I'm the queen, and you better recognize who the queen is. Bow down to your queen. Know your place. Know your role and shut your mouth. That's what this is. I'm going to humble you. See, there's the egotistical narcissist talking. Full force with her whole chest. I'm going to humble you. I'm going to make you know your place, you lowly dog. The ego on this woman.
You're still whining about me being bad to you and bad for your life. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm over it now. I'm done. I'm sorry. I just got really pissed because hearing that, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna ignore when people send me clips and stuff. Fuck it. I didn't even like talk about him at all yesterday.
And she's been dying to open her mouth since yesterday, and now it's all coming out. So she bottled it all up yesterday, and she's letting it all out in this live stream.
Like, he really has no life without. You have nothing without talking about me, like, at all.
And you got nothing without talking about him. Let's see you not talk about Nader for 3 days. Hell, let's go further than that. Try not talking about Nader for a week. Let's see if you can accomplish that.
It's really sad. It's really sad. Oh, loser. Torrid clothes. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna dispensary these, and then we can go home and eat. 7 o'clock. Yes. I really love my new computer. It's a really good computer. Yes. I'm glad I got it. I might get the iPhone 13 just so I want to have like 2 phones when I travel and stuff. And the iPhone, I don't like iPhone as much as Samsung, but
You know, everybody keeps commenting that Nader loves the Apple products and Chantal hates them. So maybe she's just trying to like get under Nader's skin by buying a bunch of Apple products, like just shoving it in his face. Oh, look, I got the new Apple iPhone. I've got an iMac. Because normally she hates the Apple products, but maybe just doing it to get back at him.
oh my god. Yeah. So anyway, I really don't even know where I am. I'm gonna hit a major street soon. What is this street? Saturday coming. I know I won't miss it. And then what else did I do? I was thinking of going on StreamYard. I want to look up the text to speech thing.
So there's only a few minutes left in this live stream, and I apologize to everybody who likes the shorter reacts, but again, the live stream that Chantal is on or she was on after this one, it's just a complete total bore. So why not just stick with the better content? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night. Bye-bye.